Hi, and welcome to the third part in our Prepare for Careers Fair series. In this session, we're going to look at how you can prepare the best to get the most out of the on-the-day fair. For virtual fairs, when you go into your one-to-one or group session in Handshake, you will notice that your employer will be in video. If you have a one-to-one, you'll be in the bottom right hand of the screen, and you will notice that there is a chat function in group sessions for you to ask questions, and there are sound and vision functions at the bottom of the screen. There's also a settings function which allows you to change your audio and visual if you're having any trouble. We recommend you switch browsers. This works very much like Zoom or Teams, but you access everything through Handshake. You will notice that there is a join video button next to any of your group or one-to-one sessions. And if you're having any trouble, there's a team to help you on the day. For reference, this is also the case at InPerson Fairs, where careers staff will be present at a stand if you have any concerns about how to approach employers. We are there to provide guidance for you. But of course, there's other things to be aware of too. Making the best impression means actually turning up to your session for virtual fairs. So ensure that you have the right times and dates, and the employer will have a record of who is meant to be attending for both one-to-one and group sessions. So it's important that you're on time to get the most out of your session, particularly one-to-ones at virtual fairs, which are very, very short. Now, for in-person fairs, make sure that you have actually downloaded the digi brochure, which will be available on Handshake a couple of days before the actual fair. The great advantage of that is it doesn't just give you a layout of the actual employers in terms of an overview of what they do and the roles available, but there'll also be a floor plan. So you can familiarize yourself with where specific employers will be on the day in a particular venue, and prioritize the particular employers you want to speak to. And then hopefully when you arrive on the day, you can make a more efficient and effective use of your time. So if you're wanting to make an impression and it's suitable for the firm, then it's important to dress correctly for both virtual and in-person fairs. Smart but casual is fine for most firms, but we would say that this is not an interview. It is really about being yourself. So do be comfortable. Above all, it's important to have some questions prepared. If you're looking to do some further research or ask things that might help your decision making, having those prepared and ready and with you is important. Do have a copy of your CV with you so that it's able for you to quickly access any achievements or experiences you'd like to talk about. You can also upload this to Handshake, and we recommend you do so. So be ready to talk about yourself positively. After all, this isn't an interview, but an interviewer will want to get to know you. So an employer or even a current employee might just ask you what you've been doing at Cambridge, what you're studying, and what activities you've been involved in. Most of all, be yourself and be friendly, whether that be in virtual or an in-person fair. Remember basic body language to smile, good eye contact. You want to ensure that you build a good rapport and you're connecting with the firm, and to be yourself and not somebody else. So now we've been through the basic, let's go through a checklist to help you make the most of your day. First of all, for virtual fairs, it's important to do an audio visual check. Get yourself into a quiet space so that you won't be interrupted. Check any bookings that you've actually made to make sure that you turn up at the right place and on time. For in-person fairs, make sure that you've downloaded the digi brochure and you've familiarized yourself with the floor plan and where specific employers are going to actually be based. Sign up for any last minute sessions. You may find that there's gaps in one-to-one sessions for virtual fairs, and group sessions on the day, even if you haven't fully prepared, but you feel like you've been looking for an opportunity to speak to the firm, then still do come along. If you can't make it to a virtual session, then please do cancel. This is really important, not only so that you make the best impression, but also so that another client gets the ability to access that spot. For both in-person and virtual fairs, do have those questions with you if you have prepared them, and have a space to make notes so that you can reflect at the end of the day. For this year's fairs, these will take place both virtually on Handshake and in person, and it's important for you to know that there will be a support team at both on the day, should you need any help. So next, we're going to look at the questions that you could prepare to ask an employer. This is important if you're thinking about how you could work out whether the employer is right for you. So we'll cover that in the next video.